Okie dokie. So we're going to start standing on our feet this morning, I think, and we'll just get kind of feeling and moving straight away rather than lying down this morning. So just come to the top of your mats and stand with your feet underneath your hips. And just really start to feel the connection of the ground underneath you. So let's lift all of the toes and we'll push down into the ball of the big toe. Let the toes spread out. Connect down into the base of the little toe. Keep the center of the heel strong into the floor. Push the floor away. And as you push the floor away, just feel a slight lifting through the front of the leg. So lifting through the kneecaps, lifting up through the thighs, and then have that feeling of wrapping your sit bones towards each other. So you've got that slight external rotation through the upper leg. Lift through the chest, and then wrap the shoulders down the back of the body. And just turn the palms slightly forward. So in this nice, strong, stable standing position. From here, we can let the eyes close. And just keeping that strength and rooting feeling down through your feet, lengthening up through the whole of the body. So imagine you're growing from the feet up through into the crown of the head. The back of the neck is long. Just feel that slight engagement through the glutes as you get that little wrapping of the upper thighs out and away. And just feel that steadiness and ease in your body. So with the eyes closed, just make sure you're soft through the face. So the brow is smooth. The eyes are lightly closed. There's a softness to the jaw and the tongue. And you've got that slight rise and openness to the chest. And allow the belly to stay soft here as you start to take some deeper breath. So you're breathing into the belly, feel the expansion of the tummy into the ribs. Allow the breath to flow back into the chest. Maybe feeling like you're growing a little taller with each inhale. And then a slow, steady exhale through the nose. Imagine you're breathing down into the feet. So you're just re-establishing that connection, strength into the ground. And we'll just stay here, taking a few more slow, steady breaths. Feeling that length and lightness as we inhale. Rooting in stable stability as you exhale down into the floor. Okay, so let's let the eyes gently flicker open. Let's continue with the breath. We'll take a nice big inhale. Let's stretch the arms up towards the sky. Then as you exhale, we're just going to bring the hands back through to prayer at the chest. So just a few of those. Inhale, big reach up, take the arms wide. And then exhale, slowly bringing the hands down through to the heart. And again, inhale, big stretch. Exhale, through to center. Okay, half salutes. Inhale, big stretch. This time as you exhale, let's soften the knees and come all the way down over the legs. Nice and slowly. Let the knees be really soft here. Inhale to bring yourself up halfway. So pull the shoulders back and the heart forward. Exhale, soft knees as you fold forward again. And then big push into the ground as you stand tall, stretching the arms high. Slowly bring the hands down to the chest. Again, inhale, stretching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway and lengthen. Refold and soften. Push the ground, lengthening all the way up, reach the arms. Slowly bring the hands back down to the heart. One more of those. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Refold, exhale. All the way back up. Inhale, big stretch. Exhale, slowly bring the hands down. Okay, we're going to release the hands down by the side. We're going to roll through the back now. So tucking the chin, keep the knees really soft and start to round through the spine. So shoulders round and then continuing that rounding through the back nice and slowly. Bringing the fingers all the way down to the floor, and then we'll unroll. We'll do this a couple of times. So pushing into the feet, unfurling through the spine, lifting the chest, roll the shoulders down, lift the chin, and then tuck the chin. The feet stay really rooted all the time, rounding down. Softness to the knees. Head is heavy. And then one more time, coming back up, push the ground, unfurl, uncurl, take your time. All the way back up, squeeze the shoulder blades back, lift the chest, and then rounding back down, all the way to the floor. Starting to come into a little squat now. So as you bend the knees, just reach the arms forward if you can, and gracefully coming down onto your bottom, and then rolling all the way down to the floor. Fairly graceful there. Let's reach the arms up overhead. Good, and then we're going to bring the hands back down beside us. This time we're going to lift the hips. So lower back to the floor and gently peel up through the spine. And then at the same time, we're going to reach the arms up and over. So coming into bridge with the arms overhead. And then slowly rolling down through the spine, bringing the hands back down beside the hips, everything to the floor. A couple more of those. So peeling up, lift the hips, reach the arms. Slowly coming back down, hands come forward. One more time, really push the feet down as you lift through the hips, squeezing into those glutes. And then slowly lowering everything back down to the floor. Good, draw the knees into the chest, have a squeeze. Let's straighten the left leg long on the ground. Then we're going to start to take some circles round with that right knee. So just getting some lovely active range movement into that right hip. So just as wide as you can comfortably go. Just feel how you feel this morning. And then circle the other way. Good. And then lengthen the leg up. And again, let's just start to move into that ankle. So circling with the foot. And then circle in the opposite direction. Let's squeeze both knees into the chest. And then right leg can lengthen onto the ground. Just keep hugging that left knee in for a moment. And then again, we're going to release and circle round with the knee. And then circle the other way. Just trying to release any tension or tightness that we've got overnight in the body. And then left leg up, circle with the toes. And then circle the other way. Oh, I'm clicky here this morning. Good. And then again, let's have one big squeeze, both knees in towards the chest. Feet to the floor, nice and wide. Just cactus the arms, so back to the hands to the ground, elbows bent. And then start to windscreen wiper those knees from side to side. Good. Just take a few more. Well done. Okay, so let's draw the knees in. So we're going to bring the hands behind the legs. We're going to rock ourselves up to sitting. We're going to roll back down again. So rounding through the back, rolling back down, rocking back up, rolling back down. Couple more, rocking up, rolling down, coming up, rolling back. Can we come up to standing? So rocking up, bring the feet to the floor, bit of a push. Oh, I can't do it. And then coming back down into a little squat to roll back. And then a bit of momentum to come back up. Standing tall, bending the knees, rocking back. It's a bit early for this, isn't it? Coming up, push the feet, standing tall, rolling back one more time. Rocking up, push the feet down, standing up, rolling back. Okay, we're just going to rock to sitting this time. So coming up, feet to the floor. Okay, so we're going to sit nice and tall, lengthen through the back, bring the feet down onto the ground, take a little twist. So we're going to turn to the right, left hand to the knee, turning round, bringing the right fingers down to the ground here. So keep that chest nice and tall, the shoulders wrapping down, just really feeling that movement through the rib cage. Right hip can just pull forward slightly here. And just let your eyes rest somewhere to the floor. Take a couple of breaths. Well done. So untwist, bring yourself forward. Same thing in the opposite direction. So keeping the spine long, chest lifting, shoulders down. And again, that left hip drawing slightly forward. Focusing on that movement through the thoracic spine, so through the ribs. Good. Undo. So we're going to take a little side bend. So let's bring the right arm down. Big stretch up the left arm. And then sending yourself over to the right side. So you can let that right elbow bend as much as you like. Pushing your left bum down into the ground. Really reach and lengthen through that top arm. Good. And then switching over. So big stretch up and over. Well done. Okay, so let's come on to hands and knees. So let's just do a few rounds of cat and cow. So arching and rounding into the spine. So nice strong hands into the floor as you move through the spine. With fluidity, connecting movement and breath together. So you can inhale and exhale in any direction. Just see how your body feels and what feels more natural. Maybe taking some little ripples and spirals through the back. Any other small movements that you feel your body needs to make this morning. Good. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes. We're going to send the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog now. So hands nice and strong, head heavy between the arms. Let's pedal out the feet a few times. So really come high on the toes and push back through the opposite heel. Notice that stretch into the feet, into the toes, through to the calf muscles, up into the hamstrings. Good, okay. So let's just start to walk the hands back towards the feet a little bit. So not all the way. So we're just shortening our downward facing dog so we can come into a little twist. Keeping the knees as soft as you like here. Reach round for the right ankle with the left hand. See if you can grab hold of that lower leg and just gently pull on the leg as you turn the chest slightly towards that right side. Your right hand's going to stay really strong into the ground. Just taking a couple of breaths here in your twisted dog. Good. Undo the left hand and then bringing the right hand underneath through to the outside of the left foot, left ankle, left shin. And then again, pulling and twisting towards that left side, pushing your left hand strongly into the floor. Good. Take another breath. And then undo. Just re-lengthen your downward facing dog. So bringing the hands forward again. Let's take the right leg up towards the sky. So big stretch up. We're going to rock forward. We're going to bring the the right foot outside the right hand, bringing the left knee down onto the ground. So you can bring the left knee down first before you step the foot if that feels easier in your body. So we're going to stay nice and long coming into this lizard lunge. So just going to send that left knee back a little bit behind you so you can drop the hips a bit heavier and low. This right foot, you can turn the toes out slightly. Just gives you a bit more space across the front of the hip. And then just dropping into that feeling for a few breaths. So you're dropping through the front of that left hip. This back toe can be tucked or untucked, whatever works best in your body. Taking a few slow, steady breaths. So trying to keep the chest lifted, trying to keep the upper back a little bit long. I'm just on the tips of my fingers here. You can bring your hands onto blocks if that helps. That little rotation, so left hand can stay down and then turning to the right. Just gently pushing the right hand on the right knee as you turn the chest in the same direction. If that feels too much, you can keep both hands down on the ground. Good, well done. One more breath. And let's bring the right hand back down, finding your way through to all fours or downward facing dog, or all fours and then downward facing dog. And then a big stretch up with the left leg this time. So reach the foot to the sky. And then rock forward, and you're going to bring the right knee down, the left foot to the outside of the left hand, turning the toes out slightly again here. And again, you're going to feel quite heavy and low in those hips, so dropping forward a little bit here. The left foot stays nice and active and strong into the ground though. So as you push that foot into the ground, you can feel a little bit more space into the hip joint. If you're dumping everything straight down into that leg, you're going to feel a little bit more compressed. So really use that action of ground force reaction, pushing the floor away. Nice length through the upper back. Couple of breaths. And just feel your body Might feel different one side to the other, that's fine, that's normal. Couple of breaths. And then if you wish, you can add that little twist. So bringing the right hand down, left hand inside that left knee, just ever so gentle pressure, just encouraging that slight opening of the leg as you turn the chest in the same direction. Again, taking a couple of slow, steady breaths here. Good, well done. Okay, let's bring the hand to the floor. And again, slowly making your way back through to your downward facing dog. I'm going to start to pad forward again. So moving the feet towards the front of the mat, ending up in a standing fold, feet about hips distance, knees soft, spine can round, head can be heavy. Let's roll up again to stand. So pushing the ground away, coming back up to an upright position. We'll come straight into some sun salutations. So inhale, let's reach the arms high. Exhale, soften the knees as you fold back all the way down, hands to the floor, head heavy. Lift halfway, so lengthening through your back. Fingers down, right leg back. We're going to come into a high lunge. So keep that back knee up. So you're in that runner's lunge position first. Firm your inner thighs and then reach the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor, making your way into a plank position. Inhale in your plank, so nice strong hands. And then drop your knees, exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Doing a cobra, so roll the shoulders down, hug the elbows. Inhale, push the hands, lift the chest. Downward facing dog as you exhale. So take a breath in and a breath out. Good. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. And then as you exhale, step or maybe a little hop to the front of the mat. Lift halfway, lengthen. Fold, exhale. All the way up, big stretch. Hands down, exhale. And again, inhale, reaching up. Folding forward. Lift halfway. Left leg back, runner's lunge first. So again, firm your inner thighs. And then standing tall on the inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Find your plank position. Inhale, push the hands, lift the upper back, tuck through the pelvis. Drop your knees, slowly bring yourself down to the floor. Prepare for cobra again. So inhale, lift the chest, keep the elbows bent. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale through the nose, pushing the hands. Exhale, lifting up through the sitting bones. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Fold, exhale. All the way up, inhale. Hands down, exhale. Utkatasana, bend the knees, drop the hips low, coming into that little squat. And as you inhale, lift the chest and reach the arms, keep the hips low. Exhale, fold over the legs, drop the head. Halfway lift. Hands down, right leg back, coming into that high lunge again. So inhale, rising up. Hands to prayer, taking a twist this time. So turn towards the knee, maybe bringing the elbow down onto the knee as you hook, lengthen through your back, firm your right leg. Undo, bring the hands down, finding your plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale either all the way down to your tummy again, or you can take a little halfway hover in your chaturanga. Push the hands, lift the chest, cobra or maybe upward dog. Downward dog, exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, all the way up, big stretch. Hands down, exhale. Chair pose again, so sink back and low, drop the hips. Inhale, stretch the arms forward and up, lift the chest. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fingers down, bring your left leg back, preparing for high lunge again. So really power your front foot as you rise into your high lunge. Hands through to prayer at the chest, twist towards the front leg, and bring the elbow down to the knee. So push the hands together as you rotate the chest open, firm your back leg. Good, untwist, hands come down, finding your plank position. Inhale here, push the hands. And then again, exhale, lower all the way down or a little hover in your chaturanga. Flip the toes, lift the chest, up dog or cobra. Downward dog, exhale. Again, a breath in through the nose and a breath out. Inhale, lift the heels, look forward, soften the knees, and then exhale, coming to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, good. Fold, exhale. Big push through the feet, reach the arms. Slowly bring the hands down. Utkatasana, drop the hips low, bend the knees. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway, lengthen your back. Good, bring the hands down. We're going to take it straight back into a plank this time. So both feet step back. Push those hands, feel strong in the upper back. And then all the way down to your tummy. Reach back, palms down, preparing for locust pose. So inhale, lift everything away from the floor. Lengthen through the arms. Maybe squeeze those heels together. Put your shoulder blades together. Take a breath. And then hands and feet come down. Push through, downward facing dog. Okay, stepping right foot forward for warrior two. So we're going to spin the left heel down to the ground, heels in line. Back foot parallel to back of mat or toes about 10 degrees forward, sinking into that right knee. Arms wide, chest square to the long side of your mat. Shoulders stacking above the hips, feet active and strong. Draw your shoulder blades together, lengthen through the arms. Rest your eyes over your front middle finger. Good. Okay, Kate, just bring your torso back ever so slightly. Yeah, perfect. Back hand down to the back thigh. Flip the front palm, reaching up and back. Feel that side body lengthen in reverse warrior. Good. Straighten the front leg. Bring the arms back to warrior two. Reach forward. Hand comes down into triangle pose. So you're wrapping these right ribs up towards the sky as you stretch the left arm straight up. So imagine you're creating some length through this underside of your body. Good. You can bring the hand to wherever it comes to on that right shin. Maybe it will come all the way to the floor, or you can use a block outside your front foot. Well done. Soften the front knee. Bring yourself back into warrior two. Windmill the hands to the floor. Find your way back to your down dog. Good. Let's bring the left foot forward this time. Right heel down. Coming up into your warrior two position again. So just set your feet. Bend into that left knee. So keep that knee tracking straight forward over the toes. You're resisting with this right hip. So you're turning this right hip open and away from that front knee. Push into your outer edge of your back foot, arms wide. Again, just make sure you're stacking above the hip so you're not leaning forward over that front leg. Eyes forward, arms wide, shoulder blades drawing back. So imagine these left ribs pulling back in. That's just going to stop you from leaning over that front knee. So the legs stay exactly where they are, back hand down, front palm up, and then reaching up and back into your warrior two, reverse warrior, sorry. Good, well done. Straighten the front leg, arms wide. Reach forward with the left hand, coming down into your triangle pose. So don't worry how far you go down the leg, but create length through the upper body, so the underside of the waist, as you rotate up towards the ceiling. Right arm reaching straight to the sky. Left shoulder, just wrap it down and away, and push your feet down into the floor. Good, everybody. Naomi, see if you could just lean that upper body back a little bit for me. Well done. Okay, bend the knee back into your warrior two. Windmill the hands to the floor, finding your way to downward facing dog. Okay, let's drop the knees. Let's come into child's pose for a couple of breaths. So knees wide, hips back to the heels. Head can come down to the floor. Taking a few slow, steady breaths into the back of the body here. Good. So just slowing it down a little bit now. as we come to the end of our practice. Good, well done. Okay, so coming back onto hands and knees. So you've got options here. You can either spin round and sit on your bum, or come back into down dog if you want to practice a little jump through. So nice strong hands, soften the knees, lifting the sit bones up, feel springy, either stepping 1 foot forward at a time, crossed at the ankles, strength into the hands, and then lowering the bum down to pull the feet through, or you can do that in a jump. Okay, sit nice and tall. Arms are reaching forward, again under control. We're rolling down onto our back, so slowly coming to the floor, all the way down, back into bridge, so feet to the floor, feet as wide as your hips, or a bit wider if that feels more comfortable in your body. You might even want to turn the toes out. Just find something that feels good for you. Let the lower back gently draw down to the ground, and then start to push the feet down as you peel up into your bridge position. So we're going to keep the arms low. So we're going to shimmy the shoulder blades underneath us, just to take that weight away from the top of the spine and more into the upper arms. So push down through the feet to get those hips lifting. I want you to have a little bit of a squeeze into those glutes. Maybe you'll interlace your fingers under your back. Maybe you won't, that doesn't matter. And we're going to take 5 breaths here. So that's probably 2, 3, little squeeze of your upper inner thighs. 4, good everybody. And 5, release the upper shoulder, the shoulders, and slowly roll through the back, coming back down onto the floor. Good, let the knees drop open wide as the soles of the feet come together. Bring the hands onto the belly, couple of breaths. And then we'll draw the knees into the chest for a little squeeze. Good, bring the feet to the floor nice and wide, cactus the arms again. And once more, we'll just start to windscreen wiper those knees out from side to side. Well done. Okay. So finding your way into Shavasana just for a few moments. So either legs straight on the floor, as wide as the feet, as wide as the mat, let the toes turn out. Backs of the hands to the floor, palms facing up, shoulders wrapping down the back. Or you can bend the knees, feet to the floor, let the knees knock together in constructive rest. So whatever feels more comfortable for your back today. And then just letting the breath settle, finding an effortless rhythm again. Eyes softly closed. Shoulders relaxed. Not holding any tension in the belly. Heaviness to the hips, the buttocks. And really feeling the sensations of your body after that short practice this morning. Okay. So just deepening the breath once more. Bringing some gentle movement back into your fingers, into your toes. And having a nice big stretch. So stretching the arms overhead, lengthening through the legs, full body stretch. Make yourself as long as you can. And then hugging the knees up into the chest. Have a squeeze. A little rock or turn of circles with the knees, anything that feels good. And then rolling onto one side. Push yourself up to sitting, coming with the palms together at the chest, sitting tall through the back, and then head can bow down to the fingertips. Body bows down to the ground, and here we can let the eyes open, let the light back in, and then coming all the way up. Coming back to your day. Thanks, everybody. Well done. Just stop the video.